What's up guys, it's Gaz and welcome to another Warframe video. Today we are going over one of the two Plague Kripath Zaws, and we're going over the one-handed version today, which is a Rapier. A pretty powerful weapon type, honestly. Doesn't get a very good rep. So we've got Bring Back Plague Star right here, which is a full crit-focused, red crit Rapier Zaw. And some things that you would like to, you definitely should know about the Plague Kripath is it has innate impact, puncture, slash, and viral damage. So we can actually get some pretty good combinations of elements on here if we do things correctly. But let's go over the parts really quick before we get into anything else. While we're going over these parts, I'd like to let you know that this Zaw is built specifically for maximum crit potential and for fashion frame purposes. We are using the Plague Aquin Grip, which will come from the Nabarus Holiday Vendor, or if they ever bring back Plague Star, you can get it there too. Now, let's quickly show the other part that I would recommend to you. So we are using the Plague Aquin Grip for cooler fashion frame purposes and a little bit more damage while losing some attack speed. You could use the Payee Grip, which will make you technically attack a little bit faster, which I would say is most likely a little bit more meta than getting 2 extra base damage. As you can see, we are sacrificing 2 base damage We're adding 2 base damage and we're losing 0.05 attack speed. So it's up to you, but here's the thing. I think that the Payee Grip looks a lot more lame. As you can see, the Aquin Grip is animated and has those little, like, antennas that move around. So, yeah, it's the one-handed version. So, let's get into it. We're going full crit. You technically could go a little bit more into status if you use a different link, but for purposes of this video, we will show the full crit version. I'm going to put invincibility. And we'll show a no riven. There will be no rivens in this video because they're about to nerf the Plague Kripath rivens. So we have to stack up our Blood Rush. We don't have to, I guess. We're just going to. As you can see right there, there's 4 slash procs in these stances. So even with our low stash chance, we get a decent amount of slash procs there. And that's not even fully stacked up with Blood Rush. Right? So the Plague Kripath Rapier actually is really good. It's an underrated weapon type for sure. Rapiers, that is. And we might honestly be on the finisher build right now. The completely wrong build. I think we actually are on the finisher build. And we have an arcane equipped. Let's take off that. Let's put on the right build. Well, you can also use this for Mark for Death. While we're at it, let's just show this thing is good with Mark for Death. Kind of. Not good compared to before. So, I'm just going to mark them for death with Ash, use my 3, and bam. Rapiers have force finishers, so it's one of the few weapons that actually goes marked for death. Alright, let's use the actual build now. We're going to use a viral, corrosive, and heat build, because this has built-in viral damage. So, just like something like the Phage, the Cost Assist, etc., etc., if you put on Electric, Toxin, and Fire, you can get viral, corrosive, heat, and IPS. So very, very good for the mod Condition Overload, giving you additional damage per status effect on the enemy. If you use something like a Kuva Nucor to proc them up with a bunch of stuff, you are going to deal overwhelming damage. Notice we are not actually using a mod slot for Weeping Wounds on here. I really don't feel like we need it. It does help you a bunch when you're fighting super high-level enemies, but that's not what we're going for right now. We're just going to go for the red crits. And I'll show a clip on the Steel Path. It does totally fine without Weeping Wounds. Alright, let's get more Exo Goose Drag officers in here. And yeah, we're going to go over some of the combos too. So while I'm doing this, let's get some of the combos on the screen. So here's the combos I'm going to recommend to you. We have the standing combo, which has a force slash proc in it. We have the forward blocking combo, which also has some force slash procs in it. And those are the 2 main ones. All the combos are technically good, but yeah, those ones have force slash, and here we are fully stacked up now. Let's get those red crits going here. Okay. Oh, she already got slash procced up. Okay, so we're not even at 12x, and we will start getting some red crits here. 11x, you can actually get some red crits. Pretty good. This is with no Kuva Nucor, no Weeping Wounds, and no Riven, because I'm probably just going to sell my Plague Kripath Rivens at this point. Do keep in mind that Ash's passive does give you increased damage with slash procs, so slash procs are technically a little bit stronger than they normally would be on other frames with Ash. But, you know, it's doing pretty good. It ends up doing about 3 hits to kill these guys. Let's do another combo to the forward block combo right here. you thrust forward and get some slash procs in there. Pretty good stuff. And the heat procs are going to reduce enemy armor. The corrosive is also going to reduce enemy armor, and the built-in viral is just nice. As you can see right there, not many procs, but it didn't really matter. Now let's swatch through a Kuva new core and show just how stupid it actually can be. We showed how it is with Mark for Death already, so I got that out of the way. Let's see which new core we want to use here. We got 3 of them. Let's do this one, Old Faithful. Alright, so I will not even stack up all the combo here really, but, you know, let's just see how it goes. Procs, inflated, 3x multiplier, seems like enough. So yeah, it is really good. This is a 3 Forma build, so, you know, that is you sacrificing some Forma to make this to get this weapon build on here. And, you know, Forma is a little bit more of a commodity now that Plague Star's gone. You could definitely look at it that way. Not like that's objectively the only way to look at it. But you could technically look at it that way. And the slash proc did about 54,000 there with the Ash passive and the viral. So yeah, 3 hits to kill an Exo Goose Drag. I'm okay with that. These little rollerball guys get 1 shot, so not really much to see there. And yeah, if you didn't want to run heat, you could definitely run a different mod in that last slot. I do want to run corrosive viral heat just because this is one of the few weapons that has that potential. If you don't want to run heat, you can definitely run something like Gladiator Might for more critical damage. You can run Weeping Wounds to go with some more status chance, which I don't really find super necessary, but you might like it. You could even go for more attack speed if you wanted to, with something like Gladiator Vice, maybe Forma again to put on Prime Fury. A Smite mod could be good too if you want to go really min-maxed. And yeah, I actually have Exodia Force on here as well, which will give you status on status effect. You get a 50% chance to deal weapon damage in an area. Not very important. None of these arcanes really matter in my opinion. You could technically go for additional combo count chance with Exodia Triumph and just get your combo multiplied faster. So yeah, overall, would I recommend this to you? I'd say if you don't already have a Destreza Prime, yeah, I would. Destreza Prime is currently vaulted, and it's one of the other really good rapiers in the game. Destreza Prime is also going to have like basically double the riven stats of this thing. So here's a comparison between 2 of the best rapiers in the game, in my opinion. So as you can see on the Destreza Prime, we have a much higher critical multiplier and 4% less critical chance. And this is the max crit version of the Plague Kripath. So when you also take into effect the doubled status chance and the relatively lower base damage, the Destreza Prime does look a little bit better, doesn't it? We actually have a video on the Destreza Prime on the channel. And as you can see, like with these stats of these Rivens, we've got like, let's look at this one. None of them have negatives. Okay, so we get 145% critical chance with no negative on here. And then the Plague Kripath is going to have, I have a lot of, I have a negative on mine. So let's see how high it's going to be. It's also about to get nerfed too, so don't forget that. So even before the nerf, it has 118% critical chance on the Plague Kripath Riven with a negative. So yeah, it definitely could be a little bit better. Let's show it on the Steel Path a little bit and see if it's maybe something you want to mess with. So here we are with Garuda and Eclipse. So yeah, doing a little more damage than you probably should, but you know, I mean, as far as I'm looking at it, if I'm going to not be using something with a Riven, like this entire video is with no Rivens equipped, might as well get an outside damage buff from something like Eclipse, Roar. I don't think I used Garuda's 4 once this whole mission, but you know, you could something like that. So maybe even Breach Surge. So yeah, like I said, I don't think I'd really recommend this to you. I mean, do you really want to use 3 Forma on a Rapier? If you like Rapiers, it's really, really good. So there you go. Really good condition overload potential with the 3 IPS and then the Viral Corrosive Heat if you do this exact same build I do. And very, like, I mean, red crits. It's pretty much 2-shotting Steel Path. And in a lot of these clips, I don't even have the damage buff from Eclipse. So, yeah, I mean, pretty good. This is pretty basically just like a standard really good melee weapon right here. And of course, you could go a little bit more into status chance. Like I said, the other version is going to have 32% status chance, I believe. Actually, no, it's like 4% less than whatever this has, and 14% status, or 4% less critical chance, and then 4% more status chance, which, I mean, with Weeping Wounds, that math does actually add up a good amount, so you could go with that if you want to. but I am going to stick with this for maximum crit potential. So, hope you found it helpful, guys. Like I said, I don't think I'd fully recommend it to you, especially if you had the Destrezor Prime. I think the Destrezor Prime might be a little bit better. But, if you're trying to do like a Mark for Death setup, and you don't want to use a Riven, here you go. It's good out of the box. Takes 3 Forma. Not really. I don't think we have any Prime mods on this build. Let me check, actually. I forgot. We have just Prime Fever Strike on this build. And you could honestly just run normal Fever Strike and get a Steel Path viable melee weapon. But then again, when we do the video on the Plague Kripath two-handed Zaw in a couple days, or maybe even tomorrow, I do think that one is better than this. Although it does not have the possibility of really being a Mark for Death weapon just like this one is. So, go for it if you want to. Go for the Plague Aquan Grip, in my opinion, for a Fashion Frame looking cool. And yeah, we'll see you with the Plague Kripath Polar Arm build in a couple days, because I've used that one a lot. I know that one's definitely really, really good. So take it easy, guys. Hopefully you found the video helpful. Make sure you sub the YouTube channel if you have not already. I would love to get to 20,000 subs. It really is something that I've wanted to do for a while, and I'd really, really appreciate if you guys are enjoying the videos to sub the channel. You don't have to, like I said. Like, I know a lot of people, I think it's like 70-80% of people that watch my videos aren't subbed. So, I mean, hey, as long as you're enjoying the content and like the content's getting out there, I guess I can't really complain, can I? So, either way, guys, I'll talk to you next time. Take it easy and peace.